Hello guys, this is going to show how you can create like a hatch object that can be reused in multiple vehicles or buildings or things like that. So first I'll go ahead and create a box where we will be creating the insert object. So we're going to create like a reusable insert object. Alright, I'm also going to create like a box here as well. Right, we'll make that a new object. So essentially what I'll do here is I'll press G and then Z to move that in there. Alright. Now I'll go ahead and select this, then select that, Q, and then T to keep the object. This creates a little object right here. Alright. Next, let's make it a little bit more interesting. Let's add some filleted sides. Of course, guys, you can go ahead and feel free to make a rounded one or a more square one, which like I'm doing right here. Next, we need some hinge for it to work properly. Alright, so we will create cylinder. Let's put it right here in the center. B for new object. And then R. So sometimes, guys, when you're working, the pivot will get changed. So you can go ahead at the bottom right, press W, and then maybe Alt V to reset the pivot here. Oh, let me try that again. Alright. Y, and then hold down Control to snap to 90 degrees. Oops. There we go. Alright. And then Alt X, X to get this right here. That's a little bit too big. Let's go ahead and decrease the size. And let's go ahead and also just push that in. Alright. Now I'll go ahead and press G and then move this right here. And maybe we'll move it lower a little bit as well. Alright, so now we need some way to attach this to this. Actually, let's move a little bit closer, shall we? Let's move it like right there. Alright, I'll go ahead, let's say isolate this. I'll go ahead and select this, press space to make that the active temporary plane. And I'll go ahead and, I don't know, just press Shift A and just make something that kind of attaches to this here. Alright, something basic like that. And then extrude that out. You can press X here. So guys, there's a number of ways you can set this up. So you can have, for example, something like that or like this. I'll go ahead and go for this kind of double setup here. And then, for example, press EDB for a new object here and try it again. EDB. There we go. I can go ahead, for example, attach these together. Attach them to this. And then just do some filleting here. Alright, and then like this, Alt X, Shift X, boom, and then this will serve as like little point that attaches to. Alt XX. Alright guys, let's add a little bit of detail here. Let's add a little bit of a chamfer here, shall we? Alright. Now all I gotta do is create a little bit of a room inside of here. So select this and then select that. and this, then Q, and then T to keep the original object. So now we have both the hole here, and keep in mind, guys, we can, for example, you know, we can have the illusion of something inside of here by doing something like this, for example. Let's see here. EDB. And then I'll select this object here. Hold down Alt, select this, move it out like that. And then subtract it. And so once there's some shading happening here, for example, you know, once there's some shadows being cast here, it creates the illusion that there's like a space inside of here. Of course, you actually could model a space inside of here. If you model the whole interior of your vehicle or whatever it is, we can see right now, we've got a little bit of a space inside there. Okay. As for this, we will not be doing it on a boolean because this will just be boolean afterwards as a union. Alright guys, so now that I've got this, whenever I create something like this, I like to have an original object with the inside not union together. So what I'm saying is that I'm not going to go ahead and union them together. I'm going to keep it separate. That way it's easier to edit really quickly. But now I'm going to go ahead and press Shift D and create my actual insert piece. For this, I'll go ahead and select this, press Alt J, detach this face, delete this one, and delete that. Select this, Shift J, and also it's hard to see here, but I've also got this right here. We'll press Shift J on that as well. We'll select these two. Now just press D to move them out a bit. Okay. And now I can actually union these together. Alright guys. Now it may look strange, but this is going to be our insert mesh. Now let's test it out. Let's say we're going to model a little vehicle type thing here. I don't know. Or a building or anything else like that. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and here's how we work it. We'll press Control D or Control Shift C, set a midpoint. Then we'll press Control Shift V to put that right there, for example. Alright. And now it's all about making sure that we boolean the right objects. So first, what I like to do is I just press H to hide that real quick. I'll select this and I'll select both of these and Q to boolean it away. As for these little objects, we can press QQ for a positive boolean. Now, when we press Alt H to get rid of, to bring our objects back, I'm pretty sure it's Alt H, guys. Let me check real quick here. Alright, so hide selected is H, and unhide all is Alt H. Yes, those are default hotkeys. I just have to make sure sometimes. Alright guys, we now have the hatch, and we now have the little hinges we can use. Well actually, yes, and then we have this as well. If you want, you could actually model like a separate little hinge object if you wanted to. If it's going to be visible, for example, alright? And now, to open up the hatch, you press R, V for custom pivot, put that right there. Z, hold down Control. Let's say that. And there we go, guys. We now have... Now, of course, we do have some clipping happening here. I would need to model this a little bit differently, guys. I would need to, for example, model it so that we have a little bit more space here. Let's see if we got a snapping point here. There we go. So, the reason we test the animation here, guys, or the rotations that we can model this to have a little bit more space there. You know, something like that, for example. Right, so you can just kind of model this to have more space. But just like that, guys, you now have a little hatch you can use, and you now have an insert hatch object. You can see that, guys, I'm working on a variety of different objects here. I've already got a few hatch objects. We're just going to show you how you can approach them on your own. I've got, for example, these ones right here. I've got one that can open up, one that's open, and one that's closed, just for very, very quick. And I do have this little thing here. But you see, you can go ahead and have more fun, guys, adding more and more detail here. But I just want to show you, I can create a basic one. And feel free to have fun with different shapes, hexagonal, octagonal, square, round, triangular. And then that is how you can make them, pop them into place as well. Alright, now Plasticity currently doesn't have any kind of like animation features, but if you want to get it back, RV, pop that in there, custom pivot, and if it was 220, we can also do it by eye as well, because you can see it's just flat here. So just like that, guys, you can get it closed or open. To make it more believable, you can always add like a little handle, so you can, you know, whether you're inside the vehicle or outside or the building, you can go ahead and use the handle to kind of close it back up, because otherwise, you can imagine how can you close this up properly. So let's go ahead and model a handle real quick before I go. That'll be as simple as, let's say, modeling a box here. And then GV, put that custom pit right there. Make the little piece right there. Alright, guys, and so now I'm going to show you how I can create a very quick kind of handle here. You select these three edges and you press Shift D to extract edges from here. Now you press V, custom pivot right there, move that out. Press 1 to go into vertices, and you select these two vertices, G, V, move it out there. Alright, now you select this, B, D. Now you select that, press P for pipe, enter in some sort of amount here. Let's go with 30. And just like that, guys, you now have this little handle you can use. SS for quick scale. G, Shift X to remove the X-axis. Alright. Have a little bit of fun with a little bit of fillets. If you want, you can combine these together. Do a little bit of fillet here. Alright, guys, just like that, you have a nice little handle. Thank you guys for watching, and take care.